back to my channel. I have a very important video to share with you today. As you can see, if you are most of those people that complain about have disturbance of spiritual husband or spiritual wife, sometimes people misunderstand the difference between ogbanje and the spiritual husband or spiritual wife. Ogbanje affected both man and woman. In those days, most of the times, Ogbanje people always come into people that is fair in nature, those pretty ladies or handsome men. For this time around, people now doesn't know what is different between Ogbanje and spiritual husband or wife. So to correct the impression, they are all the same thing. So for you, if you have a problem of spiritual husband or spiritual wife, how do you know when a spiritual husband or spiritual wife is after you? Number one, if you're a man, you are handsome, and you find it difficult to settle down, to get married, sometimes it's a cause of spiritual wife. You don't know. And how to know is that sometimes you'll be having all this wet dream. You'll be having some making love in a dream with a strange woman. That is another sign of a man that has a spiritual wife. For a woman's side, you'll be pretty, very, very handsome, beautiful. Anytime a suitor wanted to come to you to marry you, there will be a distraction. There will be something that before you know it, it will be disappointed. That is a sign of spiritual husband. Or you always making love in a dream with a strange man. That is a sign of spiritual husband. Sometimes you keep on, when you see a man that comes close to you, you embarrass him and you hate him. You cannot even have interest on any man. That's a sign of spiritual husband. So for you to liberate yourself from that spiritual husband, that's the reason I'm bringing this video for you. So this item I have here is called Ihokriho. I said Ihokriho. That's the name of it. We call it in Igbo language. So if you ask very well for your mother, your grandfather, or whoever, they will tell you the spiritual purpose of this Ihokriho. Ihokriho is a spices. It's a native spice of pepper soup spice. They use it to cook yam pepper soup with any meat, with chicken or any type of meat, bush meat pepper soup, added with yam. Ihokriho is found in a tree close to river bank. So that is the reason why it has a spiritual power to drive away any spiritual husband or wife. Spiritual husband or spiritual wife always close to the river bank, river area, which these spiritual spices also grow in the river area. The tree always found in a riverine area. So that is why the spiritual purpose of using this to drive away the spiritual husband or spiritual wife are in this spice, local spice. So I don't know the name they call it in English language, but take a look of it very well. If you want to get it in the market, you can get it in the local market. It's called Ihokriho. If you are from the southeastern part of Nigeria, you know it very well. In fact, generally in Nigeria, they know it. It's generally used to spice pepper soup or white soup. So open salad, they use it to make it, to bring out the good aroma on it. So that is number one item we are going to use in removing spiritual husband, to drive away spiritual husband or spiritual wife in anybody. Then the second item we need here is called honor. Honor is a woman yarn Is a yam cultivated by women. Women are the one cultivated this type of yam. Look at it very well. It's called ona. So it's mainly traditionally to be cultivated by women. It's in a family, women cultivated this one, while men cultivated the regular yam we eat. So it's an edible yam. So it's another item we are going to use in removing spiritual husband or spiritual wife. Why we use this honor? Honor is a yarn, it's a spirit yarn that grow inside ground. You can plant it close to home, or you can also plant it in a farm. And it's only harvested by women. It doesn't dig it so much to harvest it. So spirit, when you leave it for long, it will turn to spiritual yarn. It's no more edible. It becomes a poisonous, or it becomes bitter. It becomes bitter to eat when it's taken over by spirit of the bush. So that's why it's also used to drive away a spiritual husband or spiritual wife. So how do you use it without wasting most of your time? This woman yam is cooked together with the skin. It's cooked together with the skin. So how do you use it to prepare this pepper soup? Because this is a male tree. The thing that produces this ihokriho is represented for men. And men use it for cooking pepper soup. You know, when men are cooking in the village, when they cook for family or kindred meeting, it's men that always use this ihokriho to spice their pepper soup. It's a traditional spice. So it's mainly used for men. Why this honor is a woman yam, women cultivate it. So that's why we combine the two to drive away either the spiritual husband or the spiritual wife. So now, first of all, before you put honor, you wash it properly. You can cut it. You remove some of the wood. It comes with some little wood. It's smooth in nature. So you wash it properly. Wash the skin. So after washing it clean very well, you put it inside a pot. So let me cut this one so that it will done fast. So the next thing to do is to cook it. You add water to the so that you use it and cook it. So you cover it and cook it as you cook your yam. If the thing have done, then let's show you the next stage, how to use it to prepare the pepper soup. Now, what we do as the honor is done, we remove the hope you are watching. You peel it. Now is the time you are going to prepare the pepper soup. You are going to cook it again. So you peel it and cut it pieces. It's very hot, very very hot. You cut it pieces. You cut it pieces. Then to use it to prepare the main woman yam pepper soup. It will help to drive away every spiritual husband or spiritual wife that torment. So when you pieces it this way, you now break the ihokriho. Very very strong. Yeah, you break the ihokriho like this. You can also cut cut it and have, or you can pieces it small in order so that the spices will come out. Then you add it into your pot for cooking again. Add water and start cooking it again. Let's on the light. You cook it again. Then if you done as pepper soup, you begin to drink it. Now it's done. So this is how it's going to be used for you to drink it, to drive away every spiritual husband and spiritual wife. This is the pepper soup we are going to take. So some people will start asking me how many times we are going to take it. You make it at regular pepper soup for you, for each time at least once in a week, for complete 7 times. Let me show you. It's ready now. This is the pepper soup. It's ready for you to take, to drive away spiritual husband and spiritual wife that are tormenting you. It's very, very hot. So that is all about this wonderful spiritual pepper soup and women yam honor. To use it to scare away every spiritual husband and spiritual wife that are tormenting you, that are making you not to marry in time, that are making you to drive away the men that are coming to your way. Thank you and God bless you. See you on my next video. Bye.